All right, guys, it's rest day 104 on the natural bulk. I'm going to start doing something slightly different on rest days. Normally on rest days, I talk about a certain topic that I'm interested in surrounding the gym. Obviously, I'm not in the gym training, so I don't have any gym footage. I'm going to start answering comments from some of the videos on other natural bulk days. And I'm going to give answers to comments. So if you have any comments, and I'm only a small channel, I don't get too much engagement, but if you have any comments or anything you want to ask me, put them in the comments section on one of my natural bulk day videos, and I'll answer them on a rest day. I'll do my best to answer them on a rest day. Try and get in some comments. Instead of just talking about something random, I think answering comments on rest days is a better use of my time. So I'm going to answer some comments here that I got on one of my videos. This is from Natural Bulk Day 102 Chest. DXG Risk 8502 says, I'm 6'5", 20 stone, 280 pounds. I never bench and gave it a try the other day, and I could do 120 kg for 4. Made me want to start doing it more often. First of all, 6'5", 20 stone, that's a pretty big human being. That's a big boy right there. I wish I was 6'5". He hit 120 kg for 4. That's very strong. That's strong. You know, I hit something similar. I hit about 120 for 8 to 10. 120 for 4 is very strong depending on your age. That's very good. Obviously, if you don't train incline bench that often, like you said, you should probably train it more. I think it's the best upper chest exercise. I think it's the best natural chest grower. I think it's the best exercise for increasing chest mass. So I would recommend you training that more often. Really focus and center your chest days around heavy incline bench. And because you're such a big guy naturally, 6'5", 280, 280 pounds, 20 stone, your numbers are gonna increase exponentially the more often you start training it. You're gonna overtake me very quick because you're so much bigger than me. So start training it more often. But thank you for the comment. Next comment, Medical X 8238. Pretty good, strong as hell, but the only thing that I would change, I would replace that flat press with some machine and go full stretch, pause for second and squeeze. I personally think it would be more beneficial, and 2 sets of incline press is more than enough. Yeah, listen, there's loads of different alternatives you can do for flat press. I don't do too much flat press in my workouts. I center my workouts mainly around incline. I'll do one exercise on flat press every chest workout, 2 sets, just to stimulate the lower chest. But again, the majority of my volume is centered around the upper chest and incline movements. And 2 sets of incline press is more than enough. I disagree. I think this idea that doing a top set and a back off set is enough and you don't need to do more, that's been largely disproven in the modern day. Volume works. And if you want to get stronger, doing high volume, like when I do incline press, I do 5 to 6 sets. I think volume's so important. The more volume you do, the more your chest is capable of handling that heavy weight. If you can press 120 kilo for only 2 sets, compared to the guy that can do it for 5 or 6, you're not going to be as strong as the guy that can do it for 5 or 6. The more times you can handle that heavy weight, and the more you can do that heavy weight for more sets, the greater you're going to become, the stronger you're going to become, and the better you're going to be at performing that exercise. The more practice you're going to have under that heavy load. I think volume works. I think volume's not just great for hypertrophy, but it's great for strength as well. I don't like the 2-set approach of top set back off, personally. I like volume, and volume for me always works. I don't do 6 sets on every exercise. I'll do 6 sets on incline bench, and then I'll reduce the volume on the following exercises. I'll only do 3 sets on incline dumbbells, and then 2 sets on flat dumbbells, and 3 sets on a fly movement. My first exercise is always very high volume, and then I reduce the volume on the accessory movements. I've got quite a few comments. I'm only going to answer one more. Cutter7369, my biggest fan. He comments on he's one of the few guys that comments on every video. Seriously, what's the point of following up incline barbell chest press with incline dumbbell chest press? Also, what's the point of not using the actual handles on the chest fly machine? Asking for a friend, I'll wait. Again, cutter, volume. So I've done 6 sets on incline bench. I then go to incline dumbbells, I'll do 3 sets. That's more volume. And personally, I feel in terms of the bodybuilding aspect, I think incline dumbbells is a little bit better for aesthetic purposes because you can manipulate your hand positioning, whereas on barbell you can't. So I prefer incline barbell for strength, and I still think it's great for aesthetics, and I think it's the greatest overall movement. But I like incline dumbbells a little bit more for bodybuilding and aesthetic purposes and the actual contraction. I feel the contraction a little bit more with incline dumbbells because you can change your hand positioning. And what's the point of not using the actual handles on the chest fly machine on the pec deck? I put my hands up on the pec deck when I do flies. The reason I do that is because for me, I get a better contraction than when I go down below and close my hands on the handles. You've got to, guys, there's no set scientific way of training. A lot of machines aren't meant for humans. A lot of machines aren't meant for a variety of different body types. When I train on certain machines, I'll adapt the machine to what best fits my body type and genetics. And you should do the same. It might work better for you on handles. You might prefer it on handles. You've got to try it. There's no science here. The gym is not an exact science. You've got to play around with machines for a while and find the best positioning that works for you. On the pec deck, I prefer my hands slightly higher and opened up and not on the handles. That's what I get, a better mind to muscle connection, a better muscle contraction. I feel it more and I feel my chest is getting a better squeeze. You might not be the same. You might prefer it more on the handles and your body type might be more suited to the handles. Remember, machines don't work for everyone. Machines are different for everyone. So play around with the machine, find different angles and different ways of working that machine. And then once you find the best position for you, work in that position. So those are the 3 comments, guys. I've got more comments, but I can't answer them all. Otherwise this video is going to be way too long. But guys, if you've got anything you want to ask me, put them in one of the comment sections on one of my training days, and I'll answer them on a rest day. That's what I'm going to start doing from now on. So if you've got any questions, queries, or anything you want to ask about the gym, just put them in the comment section on one of my natural bulk training days, and I will answer them on a rest day. That's what I'm going to do from now on. Thank you very much for watching. Nick Kajazi, the founder of the Mendez Cartel. The doorbell's ringing. Nick Kajazi, the founder of the Mendez Cartel. Subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and as always, long live King Charles III, and God bless Sir Winston Churchill. The Natty King signing off, the founder of the Mendez Cartel.